Surah Ar-Rahman is very amazing surah, beautiful surah. And the background of the surah, as I said earlier, was that the mushrikeen of Makkah, while the Prophet ﷺ was still staying in the Makkah, so they started mocking at the warnings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that there will be the azab, the punishment, if they do not believe in the message of the truth. So they started asking the Prophet ﷺ, where is that azab that you are promising? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not punishing us? Why is not sending this, azab and all that? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in reply of all those objections, He revealed the Surah Rahman. And He introduced Himself that Allah is merciful. He is not God of cruelty. He is not God of punishment. He tries to give you more opportunities and more time so that you can come back, and then you are intellectual creation. The human beings and the jinns, you are intellectual creations. Try to use your reasoning, your understanding, and then come back to this message of the Quran. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He showed His wonders of His power of creativeness. And there is another message to the human beings that you are the one who are intellectual and you invented so many things. The more science is advancing, the more human beings, they are inventing so many things in technology and all that. And who has given you this brain? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He is the ultimate source of all the inventions. And look at His creative powers. Look at His inventive powers. So, in these ayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is beautifully describing all that. Rabbul Mashriqaini wa Rabbul Maghribain. It is again about this orbital function of the celestial bodies. The sun and the moon, they are moving in their orbits, and there are several explanations that why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said over here that He is the Rabb, He is the Lord of two Mashriq, two east, and to the two west, Rabbul Maghribain. Okay? So one explanation is that there are 2 points of the east. If you look at the direction of the east, so one is a starting point and one is ending point of east. So that's why Allah has used this word as the dual, Rabbul Mashriqain. So He is covering all the corners of the Mashriq. And similarly, Maghribain, two west, from one corner all the way to other corner. Second explanation is that there are 4 directions. In addition to east and west, we have north and south. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not mention north and south, but He covered one under east and another direction under west. So He said Mashriqain wal Maghribain, but He means all 4 directions. Right? Third is that there are extreme points of sun rising in the winter time, and there are extreme points of sun rising and the sunset in the summertime. So fluctuation of the weather, it also moving the points of sunrise in the winter and the points of sunset, also the points of sunrise in summertime. So because of these 2 weathers, the time is just changing of, look at the sunrise very early in the summertime, in the winter time is late. So all these points of sunrise and sunset, they are different. And look, this word Mashriq and Maghrib has been used in the Quran in 3 forms. In some ayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says just singular, Rabbul Mashriq and Rabbul Maghrib. In this ayat, He says in dual, Mashriqain wal Maghribain. Yet there is another ayat, He says in plural form. He says, فَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِرَبِّ الْمَشَارِقِ وَالْمَغَارِبِ إِنَّا لَقَادِرُونَ. So He made it plural. So He is encompassing all the corners of the entire universe. So this is the beauty of expression by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is all about the orbit and the movement of these stars in this orbit. So Rabbul Mashriqain, He is the Lord, He is the sustainer of the two east, wa Rabbul Maghribain, and He is the sustainer of two west. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So which of your powers, which of the powers of your Lord, which of the bounties and the favors of your Lord, creative powers. You know, this word ala is also plural and has been translated in several ways. So most of the time we translate as the favors of Allah, which of the blessings of Allah, right? But it also denotes the meaning of the creative powers of Allah. Which of the creative powers of Allah you will deny? Marajal Bahraini yaltaqiyan. Now this is another scientific evidence. There are, as you know, two types of the bodies of the water. One is sweet, one is salted water. There are many places throughout the world that there are rivers of sweet water, and in the same river there is a salted water, and both of them, they are flowing together in the same direction, right? But there is a barrier in between them that is invisible. You cannot see that there is any kind of curtain or the wall, but still both of these waters, they are not mixing with each other. They have their own distinct features. If you take the same water, so from the side of the sweet water, you will taste it as sweet, and from the salted water, it will be salted. So this is also great creative power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Marajal Bahrain. So He allowed, Maraja, it means He allowed, released the water of these two rivers, Bahrain. Yaltaqiyan, that both of these bodies of the water, they are meeting with each other. Yaltaqiyan is from liqa. As we human beings, we meet with each other, it's called mulaqat, right? Liqa. So it's from the same root, yaltaqiyan, dual. Both of these bodies of the water, they are meeting with each other, but still the water is not mixing up. However, if you look at the substance of the water, if you put two types of the water together, they are mixing up, right? But this is so distinct that after even mixing, one is separate in the quality of the taste and the other one is separate.
Bahrain means river?
Bahrain is the rivers.
Country Bahrain is river or this?
The name of the country is Bahrain. Maybe it is because of the two oceans or the two seas. They are meeting in that place. So
Same spelling.
yeah, could be, yes. So the literal meaning of Bahrain, two seas or two oceans, and big rivers also in Arabic, that is also called Bahr. So bainahuma, between these two bodies of the water, barzakh, and barzakh is very famous word. It means, the literal meaning of that, curtain or barrier. The whole world is also called alam barzakh. Like this is dunya. Then after the death of all the human beings, every one of us, we will stay in a world that is called barzakh before the Qiyamah. And when the Qiyamah will take place, the day of resurrection, then the day of judgment, that is called akhirat. So these are stages. So barzakh means barrier, because that alam, that world, is a barrier between dunya. We are out of dunya, but we are not in the akhirah yet. So that's why it's called barzakh. La yabghiyan. And this is the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that these two types of the water, they are not transgressing. They are not crossing their limits and their boundaries. They are not overlapping with each other. That is the meaning of yabghiyan. La yabghiyan, they are not. Now the third beautiful power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, يَخْرُجُ مِنْهُمَا اللُّؤْلُؤُ وَالْمَرْجَانُ. From both of these types of the water, the human beings, they are taking out very expensive pearls. Lu'lu means pearls. And marjan, another quality of the pearls, the big one is called lu'lu, the small one is called marjan. And in English, as we have the word pearl, for lu'lu, for marjan is coral. So the corals and the pearls, both of them, they are coming from both kinds of the water. So here was an objection from some people. Some people, they think that the pearls and all these expensive things, marjan, they are only can be taken out from the salted water. They are not found in the sweet water. So then when our Islamic scholar, he did his research and he quoted from the Encyclopedia of Britannica. If you go on that Encyclopedia Britannica and search for these pearls, so they have given all the detail. And there is an example even from America. The Mississippi River in America, it has a sweet water, but the pearls are there. And people, they are taking out the pearls from the sweet water also. So Allah's kalam is not baseless. And then the same argument was from two rivers in Scotland. There are two rivers in Scotland, they are sweet water and the pearls are found over there. And some different, lakes, like not the lake, but the big rivers in the world, they have sweet water and the pearls are found over there. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, from both of them, it's true. يَخْرُجُ مِنْهُمَا الْلُؤْلُؤُ وَالْمَرْجَانُ فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ.
يخرج means taking out.
Yes, take out. يَخْرُجُ. صدق الله العلي العظيم. If you have any questions,